Hi, my name's Kathy Kokendorfer, better known as Mrs. K, because if you could say my name, you probably don't need speech. I'm a speech therapist at Benton Elementary School, and I'm here today to read you one of my favorite books. It's called A Tree is Nice by Janice May Udry. If any of you know me, you know that I absolutely love to be outside and plant and dig in the dirt. That is my therapy. That is why I selected this book. And I hope that while you're all cooped up at home, that you get a little chance to play outside, and maybe you'll get to dig in the dirt and plant some things with your mom or dad or your grandma. So we'll go ahead and start. This is called A Tree is Nice. See that pretty picture of a tree by the sea? Trees are very nice. They fill up the sky. See? They're beautiful, beautiful green colors, and they're very tall in this picture. They go beside the rivers and down the valleys. They live up on the hills. We can find trees just about anywhere. See that little boy? What's he doing? You're right, he's fishing. That's something you can do by a river, and it's great if you have a tree for the shade while you're doing that, to keep you cool on a hot day. Trees make the woods. They make everything beautiful. You can see trees all over, and see way up in the sky, see that bright sunshine and that beautiful blue sky? It looks like a wonderful day to be outside. Even if you have just one tree, it's nice too. A tree is nice because it has leaves. The leaves whisper in the breeze in the summer, all summer long. And look, here's a farm, and what do you see under that tree? Do you see the horse? Yep, that's what that is. There's a horse. So this is a tree that's out in the middle of a pasture, and there's the farm in the background, the barn and the silo. Look at these colors. Look at those. In the fall, in the fall, the leaves come down and we play in them, and we walk in the leaves and we roll in the leaves. We build playhouses out of the leaves, and then we pile them up with our rakes and we have a bonfire. And if you know anything about piling up leaves, my dogs, I have 2 golden retrievers, they love to jump in the leaves. See how pretty those are? So this is fall. A tree is nice because it has a trunk and limbs. We can climb the tree and see over the yards. We can sit on a limb and think about things, or play pirate ship up in the tree. You can really use your imagination, boys and girls, if you're up in a tree, and just imagine things. But make sure that if you do climb up in a tree that you've got an adult nearby, because I don't want to encourage you to climb a tree and get hurt. So always talk to mom and dad or grandma. If it's an apple tree, we can climb it to pick the apples, or you can wait until those apples fall to the ground. See? So trees, you can even grow apples on trees. Cats get away from dogs by going up the tree. I'm sure you've seen that before. They try to get away. Birds build nests in the trees and live there. Sticks come off the trees too, and we draw on the sand with the sticks. So look, here's another tree. It's by the sand, so it's by a big body of water. That might be called an ocean. Remember earlier we had somebody fishing by a river? Now we're by an ocean. Trees are everywhere. A tree is nice to hang a swing in, or a basket of flowers. It's a good place to lean your hoe while you rest. If you've been digging in the dirt, you got to take a little rest. See this little guy here? Taking a rest under that tree? He's been planting a vegetable garden. That's something else you can do outside. Plant a vegetable garden. A tree is nice because it makes shade. So when it's super sunny, you want to have some place to cool off, and that's exactly what these cows are doing, sitting in the shade. The cows lie down in the shade when it's hot. They're pretty smart. They know exactly what to do to cool off in that hot, hot sun. People have picnics there too. I bet bet you've been on a picnic before. You could even have a picnic in your backyard. And the baby takes his nap in his buggy in the shade. See the little family here? See the buggy? Everybody's out in the shade. They had a picnic under that big tree. Look, some people are taking naps. Oh, this person fell asleep reading a book. A tree is nice for a house to be near. The tree shades the house and keeps it cool. Look, see, here we have the tree shading that house. And look who's in that house there. Yep, that's a doghouse. And this is a really pretty house. Look at the shutters on the outsides of those windows. And look at that pretty stone chimney up top there. That's a pretty, pretty house. The tree holds off the wind and keeps the wind from blowing the roof off the house sometimes. Yes, when it gets super windy, sometimes things blow around and sometimes you can lose part of a roof if it's a really bad storm. That doesn't happen so often, but it's good to know that that tree is going to help protect that house. A tree is nice to plant. This is how you would plant a tree. This is one of my favorite things, planting. A tree is nice to plant. You dig the biggest hole you can and you put the little tree in and then you pour in lots of water and then the dirt. You hang the shovel back in the garage. So you're going to dig a hole. You're going to put the little tree in the hole. You're going to add water and then you're going to cover it up with the dirt and then you're going to clean up your mess. You're going to take your watering can and you're going to clean off your shovel and you're going to put everything away. See how he put everything back? Got to clean up your mess. And every day for years, you watch the little tree grow and you say to the people, I planted that tree. That's pretty cool. He planted that tree. And then they wish they had one. So they go home and they plant a tree too. That's the end of our story. So when we talk about trees, we can see them in many places. Do you remember where we can see them? These trees were in a forest. Here was a tree beside a river because that little boy was fishing. I bet some of you have been fishing before. Here's some more trees in the forest. Remember, this was the tree that was beside the farm. Do you remember what these buildings are called? A barn and a silo. And look, what animal is under that tree? Yep, it's a horse. This is fall because the leaves have all changed colors. And that's when the leaves fall from the trees. Another word for fall is autumn. Here are some kids playing in the trees. There's an apple tree. That's where we get our apples. Here's a tree by the ocean. Remember, they're all over the place. Here are the cows taking a little rest under that tree because it's got to be summer. It's got to be hot, right? So we've talked about spring and fall, and now here's some summer pictures. Some more summer. Yep, even some more summer pictures with that pretty house, with that pretty chimney. The wind is blowing in this one. Looks like it's getting colder outside. When it gets colder outside, it could be called winter, right? Spring, summer, fall, winter, those are our seasons. Here's how you plant a tree in the ground. Remember, you dig a hole and you put the little tree in and you add some water and put some more dirt back in that hole. You watch it grow, but you clean up your mess. And you watch that tree grow. And over the years, it gets bigger and bigger, just like you boys and girls. It'll get bigger and bigger. And then other people will want to do the very same thing. So remember, while you're home and it's hard to know what to do all the time and you've done all your homework from your teachers, go outside. Check it out. See how many trees you can see. See how many different kinds of trees there are. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening to my story about the trees. Bye.